Hello students, today we discuss the categorical data analysis. In this today's session, we discuss about that it is a classification of the categorical data and a notation, introduction of the class and a class frequency, ultimate class frequencies and a fundamental set of frequencies, consistency of the data. These are the concepts we discuss in the today session. Here objectives are after studying this unit, we will be able to learn that is a difference between that is the variables and attributes. Learn about the methods of analysis of the data relating to the attributes. To know that is the difference between the dichotomous and manifold classifications, and to understand the consistency of the data. To examine the consistency of the data in the case of the 2 or 3 attributes. These are the objectives we will study today. Introduction part, it is already we learned that subjects of statistics deal with the analysis of information or data that is expressed in the form of the numbers. The numerical numbers for the data can be arise one of the following 2 ways. One is it may be measures the physically characteristics like the height, weight and temperature of the personal directory. Like that it is we can go for there is a measures of that, and in the such a situation the result is directly expressed in the form of numbers. That is the second. The methods of statistical analysis that can be applied to these phenomena are called as the statistics of the variable. Here it means that it is directly expressed in the form of numbers. That is one of the example. Another form is called as a physical characterizations. So it is the methods of statistical analysis that can be applied to these phenomena, anyone, are called as the statistics of variable. Measures of central tendency, measures of dispersions, correlation analysis can be applied to such phenomena. Now these are the other situations where numerical nature for the data arises in the process of counting and not in the process of actual measurement. Example, if I take, we may count the number of people who tested positive for the particular disease about the 1000 people, out of 1000 people. In this situation, we may not be able to measure the actual intensity of the disease in the individual directly, but can be get into the idea of its intensity by counting the number of people in a given population who are affected by it. That it will be measured that some intensity, actual intensity of measures we can be give it. Now characteristics that are not capable of directly exact measurement are often refers to the qualitative characteristics or attributes. The methods of statistical analysis that can be applied in the case of qualitative characteristics or attributes are called as a theory of attributes. The majority of the surveys is conducted in the social or behavioral science. We might be coming across the questions related to the gender, employee, marital status of respondents. The responses such as survey questions belongs to the one of the attributes of the responses to be suggested. These are the examples. In the some other questions for the some proposals, some people may strong disagree, some may agree, some may be disagree. It is some may be the neutral, some may be the strong agree. Some responses divided into the classified into the different categories. So categorical variable may be defined into the variable that can be taken one of the limited, usually fixed into of the number of responses. This is one of the scenario. In the some situations, through the basic variables is capable of directly measured, we may convert into the categorical variable as into the case of the forming as a grouped frequency distributions. This is an example. If I take age or doubt is a continuous variable and often quoted into the single year or group of years. Based on the age, we may be classified into the group of individuals, children, adults, middle aged and people and senior citizens, like that. It is a categorical data, so we can be applied. This is also one of the scenario. Categorical data analysis is methods can be used when the response is a variables is a nominal, or when it is a artificially is converted into the categorical variables. This is observations is called as a categorical data analysis methods. Here classification of categorical data. Suppose we are dealing with the only one attribute, to say that deafness. Example, I am taking a deafness. we can divide it into the units of population according to the attributes into the two or more mutually disjoint classes based on the precise absence of attributes is a deafness is those who are deaf and those who are not deaf. Such classifications is called as a dichotomy classification. In such situations for the categorical variables, it takes only two possibilities, whether it is a variable is not deaf, 0, it is a deaf, it is a 1. So, that is a conditions is a, if we take that is a 0 and 1 representation, possibility or non possibility, that is called as a conditional is called as a classifications of dichotomy, classifications of dichotomy. Now, then it is called as a dichotomy categorical data observation that we will be used here. So, it is a dichotomy classification leads to be the Bernoulli distributions, that is come from the Bernoulli distributions. Here another is called as a manifold classifications. If we are dealing with the more than one attributes simultaneously, the units gets into the divided into the more than two categories. For example, I am taking here deafness. If consider the dumbness, also then given to the group of individuals will be the classified into the four different categories, namely it is a deaf and dumb and deaf but not dumb, dumb but not deaf. It is a necessary, it is neither deaf nor dumb. Such scenarios is comes to the category of manifold classification. That is a population divided into the classified into the more than two distinct classifications is called as a manifold classification. It is a classifications having only two classifications, whether accepted or not, that is comes under the, it is a dichotomy classification. It is a more will become, but the manifold classification. In the some situations, we might be the concerned with the single attribute, but it may have that the different sub levels. Examples we take, it is a education group of individuals may be divided into the literates with the who studied up to the primary school level, those who studied the upper primary school level, those who studied the high school level, those who attended the college level, and who studied that is a master degree, higher master degree level. In the, it is a comes to the getting of manifold classification data. But here categorical variables with more than two possible values is called as a polytomous variable, polytomous variable. What we called it is a, we have a general, it is a, we can say that it is a dichotomous, we can say it is a yes or no, it is a deaf or not deaf, it is a decided by the accepted 1, not accepted 0, then it is called as a dichotomous classification of the data. Next it is a manifold, it is a, we use that is a whether it is a not deaf, not dumb, it is a 2 or 3 categories, it is a different kind of categorical data will come, and it is a mixing with the 2 or 3 possibilities if we check, that is called as a manifold classification. When it is comes to the, it is a both together, it is a categorical variable, more than the 2 possible values are called as a polytomous variable, This is a 3 category of classifications of the data. Notations, if we go for that, it is a English letters A, B, C, like that I can take. It is a alpha, beta, Greek letters also I can be indicate into the absence of the attributes. And here attributes, here it is the presence of it is A and B that are called as the attributes are qualitative characteristics. It is a here we can use it as a Greek letters alpha and beta, it is the absence of attribute. The combination of the different letters indicated the different categorical classes. Thus, it is called as indicator of the example I am taking the deaf is with the A and dumb is with the B, and AB indicates the people who have that is both deaf and dumb, and AB indicates the people of the deaf but not dumb, and similarly alpha beta indicate that people of the who are the neither deaf or nor dumb. These are the scenarios. So, is a proportional independence alpha beta with the A and B or with the attributes qualitative characteristics notations we can be using here. Next, order of the class and class frequency, ultimate class frequency and fundamental set of frequencies. These are the concepts we will be observing in this fourth concept. The order of the class depends on the number of attributes used to indicate it, and according to that it is a n total number of the units in the inquiry. If the neither indicates the presence or absence that attributes, it is a class of order is 0. In the case of the single attributes A R, alpha R, beta R, B R, we have the classification of order 1. Here we can go for the 2 attributes who have the 4 classes A B, A beta, alpha B, alpha beta. These are the 4 categorical attributes. Next, it is a number of objects indicate that it belongs to particular class is called as the frequency of class. Frequency of class. It is the order of the classes is comes to the here 1, 2, 3. Then it is comes to the total frequency class is comes to the, it is objects of individuals belongs to the particular class is called as the frequency of the class. Class frequencies are generally indicated enclosing that it is a class of this classes into the brackets, or it is a parenthesis, it is denoted by the alpha beta, it equal to 24 means. In this called as the group O, it is a group of the people are 26, like that it is a, we can be mentioned group of alpha beta. It is a individuals who are neither deaf nor dumb, it will be the above the example. Next, I am taking the another form of the classification. It is a above the we can be the following the relationships. Capital N equal to how much? It is a bracket A plus bracket alpha, bracket B plus bracket beta. That is a both are all are the equal. Bracket A, if I take that combinational, it is a AB plus a beta. Bracket alpha, if I take alpha beta plus alpha B beta. Next, B equal to AB plus alpha B, and beta equal to alpha B, alpha beta plus alpha B, like the alpha beta, like that it is a capital N equal to AB plus A beta plus alpha B plus alpha beta. These are called as the following relationships we can be check. These all are the called as the ordered classes and classification frequencies, ultimate class frequencies, and fundamental set of the frequencies will be the class depends on the number of attributes into the indication of the according to the following the rules. Here we observe that we can be always express the class frequencies of lower order in terms of the class frequencies of higher order. That is one of the observation we can always be the express. Another is dealing with the n attributes simultaneously, then class frequencies of the higher order, that is those who can be the n symbols are the called the used, that is called as a, it is a ultimate class frequencies. It is a total count how much will be there, that number of attributes we can be dealing with the frequencies, that is called as the ultimate class frequencies. If the n attributes, that will be the 2 power n ultimate class frequencies we can be used in these attributes. It is divided into the 2 classes. Next, it is coming to the total number of classes frequencies of order will be the all orders will be the 3 power n. That is one of the observation. If the known ultimate class frequencies, then all the frequencies, all remaining frequencies can be expressed in terms of them. And another is comes to the, it is just not is the ultimate class frequencies along with the specific data completely, that we want to be checking. It is all set of the 2 power n frequencies that is independent, and in that themselves it's and themselves and in terms of them remaining is the 3 power n minus 2 power n frequencies called as a fundamental set of the frequencies, fundamental set of frequencies. Example, we can take that all attributes of the here frequencies bracket of n, bracket A, bracket B, and bracket of AB. It is a 2 square, it is a 4 attributes we can frequential attributes we can be generated. And now we can go for that alpha, bracket alpha I want check, it is a n minus bracket A, and beta I want check n minus bracket B, and alpha B I want check bracket A minus bracket AB, and alpha B equal to B minus bracket AB, alpha beta equal to n minus bracket A bracket B minus bracket B plus AB. These are the formulas we can be apply. So, it is a 4 classification frequencies expressed in terms of set of 4 frequencies. These are the observations we can check. Once we should be check here order of the class, that will be the depends on the single attribute or class of the 2 attributes. Frequency of the class, it is a objects, number of objects individuals, it is alpha beta bracket example. Here when we can go for the relationships observations, n is equal to this one. Then ultimate class frequencies, here there is the class frequencies are higher order, that those who are n symbols we have, n attributes is a simultaneous deals, that is called as the ultimate class frequencies. Next, it is the frequencies data is a 2 classification, 2 power n ultimate, when we have n attributes, then 2 power n ultimate class frequencies we can get. Whenever we go for that, the fundamentals of the frequencies, it is a 3 power n minus 2 power n. 2 power n, 3 power n will be come under the category of the frequencies all ordered will, and it is a 2 power n will be the frequencies that are independent themselves. So, that subtraction will go for the frequencies of fundamentals of set frequencies. These are the concepts we have learned in this order of the class, class frequencies, ultimate class frequencies, and fundamental set of the frequencies. Now we can go for another is one more relations comes to it is alpha, beta, gamma. I am taking the three attributes. Then it will be go for this formula here: capital N minus bracket A minus bracket B minus bracket C plus bracket AB plus bracket AC plus bracket BC minus bracket ABC. That is called as the alpha, beta, gamma relationship. These three attributes will be operational attributes will be involved. There we can be use this formula. Next it is comes to the it is a classifications type, class frequencies of the type bracket A, bracket AB, bracket ABC are called as a positive class frequencies, which is depends on, or sometimes it may be the negative. So it is a bracket alpha, beta, bracket alpha, beta, gamma are called as a negative class frequencies. It is a mixed, means it is a contrary class frequencies we called contrary class frequencies. All bracket A, B, C, will be there, the class frequencies, positive class frequencies, small all alpha will be the negative class frequencies, mixed will be there, it is contrary class frequencies, that we can be called here. Next I am going for the example. It is a ultimate class frequencies. Find all the remaining frequencies of all order. AB equal to 50 I am taking. Alpha B I am taking 40. A beta equal to 25. Alpha beta equal to 20. Then I want to identify that bracket A, bracket alpha, bracket B, bracket beta, bracket N. N total, that we can be identified by using these formulas. Here we have a formula. Already we have given A beta equal to A minus. Here alpha equal to N minus A, beta equal to N minus B, alpha beta equal to A minus AB, alpha beta equal to B minus AB, alpha beta equal to N minus A minus B plus AB. This formula I will use here. So that I can identify bracket A equal to AB plus A beta equal to 50 plus 25 equal to 75. Alpha equal to alpha B plus alpha beta equal to 40 plus 20. How much? It is 60. And only B I need, so that AB plus alpha B, so that it is 90. And beta equal to A beta plus alpha B beta, so 25 plus 20 equal to 45. N total I want, so bracket A plus bracket alpha equal to, otherwise it is a bracket B plus bracket beta, so that it is 135. So this is one example for that. It is a classification of the frequencies, ultimate classification of the frequencies. Now another example I am taking here. So here N equal to 1000, A equal to 300, B equal to 600, AB equal to 100. Then I am asking that alpha beta, A beta and alpha B, alpha beta, like that you can identify the values. These are using these formulas. It is a one example I am taking on that. It is a physical example. It is we obtain that 23713 individuals we have. 1618 were the completed. 2015 are the businessmen, 7770 are the graduate engineers, 335 are the graduate engineers are employed, 428 are the graduate engineers are engaged in the business, 587 are the employed are also the engaged in the business. There are the 156 individuals were the engineers employed and also be involved in the business. Obtain the ultimate frequency. Ultimate frequency will ask, so that I use that formulas are the here what data he has given, that I am taking, and AB gamma equal to AB minus bracket ABC. I will use this value 157 minus 156, already given the data, so that 421. A beta C he will ask the question, so that AC minus ABC. So I will get this 179. These formulas you should be remember and substitute the values, you will get the answers. So here alpha BC equal to BC minus ABC, 428 minus 156, 272. A beta gamma, it equal bracket A minus bracket AB minus bracket AC plus ABC. So directly I will get this value substitution 852. Alpha B gamma equal to beta minus AB minus BC plus ABC. So that directly I will get the 1156 is the value. Alpha B C, alpha beta C equal to C minus AC minus BC plus ABC. So that 770, 73 minus 335 minus 428 plus 156 equal to 163. Alpha beta gamma equal to N minus bracket A bracket B minus bracket B minus bracket C plus AB plus AC plus BC minus ABC. So direct substitution is the 20504. These are the values he will ask for the attribute for the employment A, business B, C is denoted by the graduate engineer. So according that it is a physically given, that is a theoretical data that we convert into the, and variable data we can convert into the mathematically into the given to the attributes. So then we can be identified that what required, what we need, that according that substitutions we can get the our required answers. Now I will go for the consistency of the data. Class frequencies that might have been or be observed into the one and the same survey confirmed to the one another to that. This is a conflict that it is maybe having that sense of frequency. Lower order can be expressed in terms of the ultimate class frequencies. Necessary or sufficient, it may be the possible. Conditions for the consistency I am checking here. What is that? Bracket A is greater than or equal to 0. It is a one more here, we will be that it is a condition for the consistency of the data is that all the ultimate class frequencies are non-negative. It means that bracket A greater than or equal to 0, alpha n minus a greater than or equal to 0, and required bracket A is less than or equal to n. So that this condition is satisfied, then it is a non-negative, and it is the ultimate class frequencies are non-negative, we can say it is a positive. Then two attributes are there, these are the conditions should be checking. These satisfy, then it is consistency, there is a consistency decide class frequencies are non-negative. What are that? AB greater than or equal to 0, A beta also greater than or equal to 0, and AB is less than or equal to A, and alpha B is also greater than or equal to 0, and alpha beta also greater than or equal to 0. Like we can be checked, these are the conditions for that. And in the case of attributes, 8 ultimate class frequencies we have. Then we can go for that, it is a ABC greater than or equal to 0, AB gamma also greater than or equal to 0, and A beta C also greater than or equal to 0, alpha BC also greater than or equal to 0, AB beta gamma also greater than or equal to 0, and alpha B gamma also greater than or equal to 0, alpha beta C also greater than or equal to 0, alpha beta gamma also greater than or equal to 0. These are the 8 ultimate class frequencies when we use. At that time it is a attributes observation. When we have a, that is a 4 categories is a second one, 2 attributes cases, and it is a single attribute cases is a direct decision. That is a 1, 2, 3 are the consistency data when it is ultimate class frequencies are negative frequencies that we can be checked by using the consistency of the data. Note here, if I apply that combinations AB plus AC plus BC also greater than or equal to bracket A plus bracket B plus bracket C minus n. This is also one combination relationship from the 1 and 2. And combination relationships from the above 2 and 4, 6 and 2 and 4 combination relationships. These all also above conditions are necessary conditions for consistency of the group data. That relationships we can be checked. Next example I am taking for the above ultimate class frequencies. Now here in this example, in the investigator report the following the information: out of 30 people certified, there are 25 vegetarians and 10 like that boiled vegetables, and these are the total number of the people are the 20. So that is also we can check by the consistency of the following data. He will ask in the examine the consistency of the data, how many attributes we have the 4, so that directly we can check this. This is also consistency, inconsistency because of one of the attribute is a negative. All are the positive, then it is a positive frequency, otherwise negative. So that negative frequency directly you can mention in the example. Here also you can check that it is a data is a inconsistency because of it is the condition is a fail. Like that we can be checked. It is a total summary of the qualitative characteristics is one that is cannot be directly measured. Qualitative characteristics are often the referred to the attribute, and categorical variables is a variable that can be the measured using the fixed number of categories. Whenever that is a dealing with the single attributes using the population classified into the two mutually distinct classes, and the classification is called as a dictionary. And dichotomy, it is a dichotomy means it is a binary following that it is from the follows that is a binary distribution, Bernoulli distributions, and whenever the data can be classified into the 2 or more classifications is called the manifold classification, and category variables are the more than 2 values and is a variables is called as a polytomous variables. Then it is a number of units or the objectives belongs to the particular class is called as a class frequency of the class. That will be the summarization. Another is a representation of the notations. ABs are used for the indication of the presence of the attributes, where the Greek letters alpha, beta, gammas are used for the indication of the absence of the corresponding attributes, and there are the classes of the depends on the number of symbols used by the represent, and that is called as the order of the class of depends on the number of the symbols that used for the represent. N is the total number of the units in the population. It represents the neither that is a presence nor absence. Neither a presence or nor absence is also the one of the attribute. It is a class of higher order are called as a ultimate class, and the corresponding class frequencies are called as the ultimate class frequency. We can always express the class frequencies of lower order in terms of the class frequency of higher order. These are 2 power n classifications are the independent attributes. It is themselves are in terms of all the order or classifications are the expressed, it is called as the fundamental set of frequencies. Attributes of the data is a completely specified by the ultimate class frequencies by the fundamental set of the class frequencies. Now, it is any set of the frequencies that have been might have been observed that one survey is said to be the consistency, it do not contradict one another. It is a necessary and sufficient conditions also, it is at ultimate class frequencies, and negatives or non-negatives will be the observed. One is the concept is the importance of categorical data analysis. What is the categorical data analysis importance? Here we already learned that is a regression analysis. Characteristics of interest of the population that has been the explained in this often to be the dependent variable, often is called the dependent variable. It is also known as the responses variable or explained variable. The indigenous variables also we discuss, and independent variables are the explored variable, and these all will be the explained in the various categories of the dependent variables that will be discussed in the regression analysis. So, regression analysis categorical data will be we can be used, and general regression type of the models also predict that is a dependent variable, some other characteristics of the dependent variable, fundamental function of the independent variables, like that we can be used, and it is a widely used the continuous dependent variable. It is a these are the importance categorical data analysis. Data categorical regression analysis is one of the example I am taking. Statistical methods required for the analysis of various categorical dependent. It is the various methods and analysis categorical dependent variables, approaches, and analyzing the various type of the categorical dependent variables. And next to role of the measures in the categorical data analysis. Here regression type of the also one of the level of the measurement used for the measuring the variables. What we can be get, and measures are it is we have a different kind of discrete continuous variables we could be used for that, considered for the categorical data analysis, directly measured for the qualitative. Here simply we remember that it is a qualitative variables may be the either continuous or discrete, we can be used for that. It is a measures of the categorical data analysis, that is important role for here. Next, it is a here the examples also, here we have taken qualitative variable referred to the attribute, and qualitative variable may be the either nominal data, and categorical variable be the unordered may be the nominal variable, and it is a numerical discrete between that categorical levels also we can be check it. It is a discrete qualitative variable, and qualitative variables whether nominal or not also we can be check it.